That Times Square is just...
Yeah, it's taken off. It's a whole new world out there. Used to be prostitutes and fucking carbon monoxide from the buses.
Right, it's
and
rough.
Now
it's a rough place to walk, man.
Now it's all like nice.
It is nice.
Like I don't even think about when I'm walking down there. I really don't think about anything bad happening anymore. It used to be frightful when you were a kid.
We just had a guy try to blow up Times Square with a car bomb. What are you talking about?
Every once in a while, someone's going to go a little crazy where the people are. But for the most part, you're not thinking about getting robbed when you're there.
No,
you got to watch out for the scam artists and shit. But
no,
you're not thinking of someone shoving a gun in your face anymore.
Not so much. You don't even have to. The scam artists aren't even around anymore.
The CD guys are
the
still around.
The 3-card Monty guys used to scare the shit out of me. I always felt like I was going to be pulled into a weird 3-card Monty fucking scam.
Yeah. I haven't seen 3-card Monty table in forever.
And why can't you file the card? I don't get it.
Where is it? How
they
does
got
it do
2
it?
cards or something?
It's 3 cards.
It's sleight of hand magic, man. It really is.
Yeah.
It's
amazing. Why don't they fucking open up Act at the Luxor?
My girlfriend got caught with that in a bus or whatever.
No,
she didn't want to do it. But the guy's like, "Oh, come on, do it, come on."
That's what I mean. They pull you in.
They do you one for free. They're like, come on, we'll do this for nothing. Just look, and then they do it, and then they do it again without telling you that now you're paying.
Yeah, they did do it, and she lost like $20, and she was so mad.
And then she be?
And then she's like, the guy tried hitting on her afterwards, and she was really rude to him.
She should have gotten her money back and said, "Yeah, okay," and then just left.
No, she was really rude to him, and she said something about how happy she was that at least he hit on a white girl and was treated badly. At least she felt good about that. She's such a racist.
She is wonderfully racist.
She's really funny.
Oh, fantastic.
I did not see Sandy Kane in Times Square yesterday, but everyone is popping up like Hollywood Boulevard. They got all these people you can take pictures with now.
Oh,
in Times
people
Square.
in suits.
There
And
used to just be the naked cowboy, and maybe I think he was it. What did I see yesterday?
There's like an Elmo.
I saw Elmo. I saw SpongeBob, and I saw Zorro.
Zorro?
I think there's a Zorro down there now.
That's original. A guy just going, you know what? I'm going to be Zorro. And he's out there. Is he with a sword and everything?
I'm Zorro.
Is he allowed to carry a sword in the city?
Yeah, a mask and a cape.
Is it fake?
I didn't see no
foil and cardboard.
I didn't see a sword.
It's got to have a sword. It's Zorro, for fuck's sake.
I'm sure
the Z with.
I'm sure the NYPD goes, "Hey, Zorro, keep your fucking sword home.
Lose the sword, faggot." Faggot.
See, and we use the word faggot.
Of course, like it's supposed to be used for homosexuals. Oh, wait a minute.
That's right, angrily out of a pickup truck with 8 friends.
We say it like we said when we were 12 years old. We don't even know what it fucking means.
Like queer.
That's right. If I put that in my mouth, does that make me a...
Right.
By the way, can I backtrack 1 second? Because it was my first instinct, and I'm bummed to hear it, or read it. Remember I said this fucking flight attendant, I'm like, I bet you he quit smoking. Because he grabbed beer.
Yeah, we're going to do that whole fucking story.
We didn't do it yet?
No.
Oh, I thought we did it already.
No, we did it before the show.
Before the show, Jimmy. We were talking about
I'm
it.
sorry. We're slowly fucking...
I'm not backtracking.
We're slowly heading toward the story of the day. Don't you worry, my friend.
I forget what we talked about before the show.
We were just jibber-jabbering.
I forgot.
But you were right?
About something I was, yeah.
All right, very good.
This guy's
really?
hot.
That really?
Well, we might as well fucking move right into that now.
Speaking of faggot.
Yeah, really. There's your
Dan,
radio
I hear you had an
segue.
incident.
Yeah, I want to hear about Dave Mustaine in a little bit too. But
Yeah. I hear there's a little story there, but
there's more of it being made than there really was.
I don't know.
That's your opinion.
The guys are very
Apparently
excited.
Travis's opinion is different.
Sam's involved. They're like, please ask Danny about meeting Dave Mustaine
Danny, a
yesterday.
giant Dave Mustaine fan. Dave Mustaine was in, so I want to hear about what happened.
Well, let's do that, and then we'll move on to the story of the day.
I can't wait for all of you to be disappointed.
Wait, can I say, walking out the door, I looked in, I saw this guy. He looked like a lion. I'm like, oh, it's Mustaine. Yeah, he was being interviewed in the glass, one of the glass booths out there.
Yeah, we saw him when we walked out. It's like, oh, cool, Mustaine.
But I was going to wait for a picture. I'm like, I'm not that big a fan, or I would have,
I just want to go home.
But might as well. I mean, what?
Well, I'll hear Danny's side, and then we'll hear, where's instigator asshole Sam? Look at him. Here he goes.
He never
running
runs.
with joy. Look at the joy in his little face.
God.
He's half white, half black, and he dresses like a social studies teacher. He really is awful, Sam.
He's terrible.
He's got giant clown shoes.
terrible.
Look at his big feet.
Why do you wear clown shoes to work?
They're just Converse All-Stars.
He's got clown feet.
Yeah. Clown hair. Look at him.
He's just a fucking clown.
Jimmy nailed it when he said that he looks like a Don Martin cartoon from Mad Magazine.
The big feet that are bent up at the tips.
Right.
That's precisely it.
We passed on Mustaine for our show.
Yeah, apparently.
I know Danny's a big
again.
fan. I'm a whatever fan with him.
We had him on.
We've had him on a
once.
couple times, and
he was like, not bad, but
not good though.
not good. And now I hear he's born again.
I don't know what he's like, but I wanted him on, so I'm going to take. I was either very wrong or very right. I have no idea. Like I was like, I would like to interview him.
I would,
but he might have been
on a limb.
I would guarantee you were very wrong.
Yeah,
you might be right.
I guarantee.
You think he was probably bad? All right. So what happened?
Well, I've kind of forgot that he was in. And
chime in whenever you want, Sam.
Oh, thank you. And also, I mean, let me say this.
Oh, well, you want now.
Travis was on this bandwagon hard yesterday with
Travis,
me.
feel free.
Who started this?
Hot your mic up.
This was, I'd say Travis
started this one.
because Travis actually
fuckers.
documented the entire story on video.
On video?
Yes.
All right, where are we beginning?
Everyone's a prick in this place, by the way. Everyone.
I just realized that Travis was videoing him and really like hoping that things would go wrong, and so I was like, "Oh, I got to get in on this."
I don't think you're allowed to work here if you're not a big prick.
It is true.
What's better than watching like one of your really good friends just completely fail at something?
Oh, what happened?
Spoiler alert.
No, fail.
Did you try to get a picture with him?
No,
come on, it was better than that.
Here's what happened. So Troy,
Better than that? How is it better than that?
so Troy comes in and
drink.
and says no. And he goes,
Want to play guitar?
yeah, he's been in like I think he's been like in recovery for 20 years.
Let's go out for a drink. Danny ruins it.
Troy goes, oh, you're going to get a picture with Mustaine. And I'm like, oh, fuck, that's right. He's in today. I completely forgot. Now I'm thinking about it going, well, I could get a picture. Or I could go to Sam Ash right down the block and have a nice little contrast to my Slash guitar and just have a Dave Mustaine guitar.
You bought a guitar to get signed?
Pick up a guitar.
Yeah.
And so he was, and Danny was like,
How much did the guitar cost?
Not a lot. I mean, look, I wasn't going to
Be
go
honest.
crazy. It was about, with tax, it was like almost $300.
That's a lot.
It's a lot
For an autograph.
Yeah, but you know what? But for a band that
you love.
you like, and
Right.
you listen to all the time, it's one of your staples. Like that's nothing.
and
you know?
that's the thing, because Danny was like, Danny doesn't usually get all, starstruck and antsy about celebrities coming in, but
Slash
this
was
is
big with
Slash
that
is a big
guitar.
one.
Slash signing your guitar was huge, and then get a guitar from Mustaine, of course. Metallica and everything. You're a Mustaine fan.
And so from the office, Danny calls Sam Ash, trying to figure out which guitar made the most sense, because he wanted to get a guitar that was inexpensive, but he also wanted one that would make sense for a selection.
It has to be the kind that Dave play. Like, I'm not going to have him sign a Fender Stratocaster because
Right.
he doesn't usually play Fender Stratocaster.
So is he Flying V?
So he does the V. I know he used to be sponsored by Jackson. He used to be sponsored by ESP. So I call and I ask what brands they have available. So they had a really nice ESP LTD V.
So badly, I can
Flying V? Nice.
Really cool.
Just how he set this
It's not the Gibson style where it's rounded. It's that sharp fucking,
Sharp V,
comes to
right.
a point V.
Nice.
It's really sweet.
Very nice.
So-
you have a really good guitar now.
And they were and he was in a rush because he was like, "Oh shit, I gotta get this done." And so,
Because I had like 40 minutes because he was about to leave.
Very
of course,
tight.
Travis went with him to the store.
This was Danny gets off the phone with Sam Ash. A minute later, we're at the store.
Yeah, it's right
He's like,
down the street.
You want to go with me? I'm like, yeah, I do. And so
I want to document this from the beginning.
Not out of being happy for him and going, I'm sure, you prick.
he was so excited.
Of course he was.
Why
Who wouldn't be?
And Travis, you were down there, so tell him what happened. So Danny went in and he started trying to sell him on the guitar and what
So yeah,
Danny
we
said.
go to we go to Sam Ash and Danny's very excited to get this guitar and he's like, does anything else come with it? And the guy's like, no. He's like, oh, that's all right because I'm not going to be playing it. And he's like, oh, what are you doing? He's like, oh, I'm going to get it signed. Guy asks who's signing it. He's like, Dave Mustaine. I was like, oh, that's cool. So,
Cool.
Yeah, 20 minutes later, the guy took a long time. And Danny's like, where is this guy?
I was afraid I was going to miss my big window.
Danny was very. I've never seen Danny this nervous about meeting somebody before. And
Well, you know what it is too, because it's not necessarily about meeting somebody, but like I know, like. You want to get like a DVD signed, it's no big deal. But you're
Right.
sitting there with a fucking guitar, you look like an asshole.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of pressure on the talent that because it's not a huge deal, but it puts them in a position, I suppose.
He better have signed that fucking guitar,
And so
by
then-
the way.
Oh, my God.
So he's back in the
I
office.
hope that's not the problem.
Oh, my God.
He's back in the office
What
now.
else? So, God, sorry.
And he's got his guitar out of the box, and he's like looking at it, figuring out where the best place to sign it is.
I'm doing Sharpie tests.
Right,
going, like,
which
one's like the best Sharpie? I had
with
a
a
paint
silver
marker,
Sharpie and a paint marker.
Jimmy knows. Look at Jimmy now.
Sharpie, absolutely.
Jimmy
you get
knows
a Sharpie.
this shit.
If it's a silver Sharpie, you have to take it on a piece of paper and go like,
you gotta
sugar,
smush it
sugar,
up.
sugar,
Yeah.
sugar, a little.
Oh, I know.
But he also had a paint marker, trying to figure out which would be on the guitar specifically better.
Yeah.
But he couldn't write on the guitar, so he was trying to figure out which marker he's going to use.
Silver Sharpies are nice, but they're no paint marker.
Right.
No. Paint marker is the best.
So you got the guitar.
And so, yeah, they're in there.
Now, we're kind of in the reception area, I guess. Or do you want?
Well, no,
some...
we're told. We're told. You know, go to the lobby around 12:30.
Yeah.
That's what time he's done.
And so-
we'll see what happens.
So Travis and me, first of all, I don't care about Dave Mustaine. I don't even want a picture with him specifically.
Well, he's white.
Well, I just wanted to go to the lobby, and we all did, to watch Danny stand in the lobby holding a guitar.
Because you do feel like a complete douche.
Because you're an employee, other employees like a fanboy. Believe me, I've stood there. I get it.
Oh, that is.
It is embarrassing, dude. I'll actually talk with Club Soda Kenny to make it look like we're just casually walking by with the camera out. It fucking is embarrassing.
And like you said, you do try to be casual. And I'm sitting there like they have these little like tables and chairs set up, almost like a fucking like it's a diner in the fucking reception.
Yeah,
area.
it really is odd.
And I'm just sitting there chilling with my buddies Sam and Travis, and I just have a guitar resting on my sneaker. You know, like we're just chilling here.
And had you gone to talent and said, "Look, we'd like to meet"? That's the best way to do it usually.
Well, Troy went to. One of the talent
didn't follow protocol.
No.
One of the talent department people.
Okay.
Yeah.
And as we're waiting, I guess there was a piece of news that came in on Troy's email.
Yes. Great news.
Great news.
The email said, unless that this guitar is a Dean guitar, which is Mustaine's current sponsor.
Oh no.
He would not be signing any guitars.
We made the right decision, by the way. I just want to throw that in the fucking discussion.
Let's see when that came out.
Thank fucking God.
Okay.
And so I guess technically that email was sent while we were in the lobby.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know. I
Or
think so, yeah.
whenever. So like,
Oh no.
but then the person who
But
sent.
can I back up?
Yeah.
The guitar you bought, is it one he used to play? Do you know? Or
He used to be sponsored by ESP.
the one you bought?
Yes.
Okay, because I thought.
So I would. That's why I didn't.
All right, so you were within the fucking ballpark.
Right. I mean, I know what he plays, what he doesn't play. So.
And so then.
Fucking
And you know what? I would have bought like his signature series Dean, but those are like they're kind of like the cheapest one is like $800. I'm not doing
That's
that.
crazy.
So. It's a lot.
So we were in the lobby, and Travis is now, because he's decided to document this whole thing, getting B-roll with his iPhone video camera. He's shooting the lobby. He started shooting the sign that says Dave Mustaine's coming in today.
Well, I have this new really cool app that likes to do silent films.
Yes.
So I wanted to do a silent film. Danny meets Dave.
As opposed
Mustaine.
to what other films where you just turn the volume down? Why would you do that?
Like it turns it into
Oldie time.
old time piano, black and white.
Okay.
And the
Yeah.
HD
That's
only
funny.
takes fucking 20 minutes to get 1
Yeah.
minute of video.
More than that, though.
You
To
can even
render.
speed it up so it looks like people are walking a little faster than they're
That's
supposed to.
it's cool.
Like
So I
Babe-
wanted to. I
oldie time.
got it.
You
over
can
the
make it look
weekend.
like Babe Ruth running around the bases.
Yeah, exactly.
How great would that be to fist your chick and fucking have it on like old time? All right, good, sorry.
Get a Coke bottle.
I
Eric
wanted to make.
Arbuckle.
Fatty Arbuckle.
I wanted to make.
Yes.
I wanted to make Danny meets
Foundry
Dave.
Arbuckle.
That's right. I killed her with a computer monitor in her vagina.
Steve.
So while we were all out there in the lobby, we were all sitting. There was like 4 of us at this point, all just crowding around Danny and his guitar. And the talent person came out to just kind of see what the scene was out there, because I guess Dave was coming out soon.
Yeah.
And that's when she delivered the news to Danny.
Yeah, basically just saying, the same thing that the email had said for the most part, saying that he's not going to sign unless that's what his manager said. And then she goes, and you know what, just I appreciate. Don't even ask him, because I don't want him to be embarrassed by having to turn you away or whatever. And I was just like,
So the person in our talent
right.
department said you shouldn't ask.
Yeah, she said that because she said the manager had said that to her, so she didn't want.
So Mustaine probably didn't ever say this.
no,
Yeah, probably from the manager.
Right.
Which is the way most times it is. But again, we'll see. All right.
And then Danny kind of started
Crying.
arguing a little bit with her, and he was like, well, you know, he used to use this guitar.
Yeah.
And she was like, yeah, I know.
She was like, I know. Badly I wanted to be like, no, you don't know. Why would you know?
Right. Yeah, she wouldn't know.
But anyway,
that company gave him a lot of money, so it wasn't like...
Whatever. So I say, you know what? Like, I could do one of two things. Either I could just say fuck it and hang around for a picture, or
or I have a better idea.
Head my ass downstairs.
So he's thinking, I'll sacrifice my photo op to go downstairs and just be
get him out of the building.
Not an employee.
You're just a fan.
Now I'm just some douche on the street.
Sam and I immediately endorsed this idea.
We said, great idea, Dan, and we will go with you.
Yes, of course.
You endorsed the idea because you saw it was a better opportunity for your friend to succeed.
Wow. Of course, because that's how everyone thinks around here.
Absolutely.
You know the last time...
Asshole, fuck up.
You know the last time the three of us have gone downstairs together?
Yeah, I don't think we've left the building besides leaving.
It's been years.
And since I stopped smoking.
And so... we went downstairs.
Well, see, the thing about this building is that there's an entrance on both sides of the building.
Well, the lobby, we had to kind of be strategic because there's also you could see us from the lobby of this floor where the talent person was. You could see the three of us getting on an elevator, so we had to pretend like we were just going to return the guitar.
At this time, Mustaine is now in the lobby, signing some books, taking some pictures. So
you have to walk out while he's sit in the fucking lobby?
Yeah.
Kind of, yeah.
Holy
well, I didn't have to.
No. But I mean, that was your option as a fan?
Yeah.
That fucking stinks.
Yeah.
And so we got downstairs, and like Danny was saying, downstairs, there's an entrance to the building on both
sides.
50th or 48th and 49th.
Which way is he going?
Exactly.
Right.
So now you got to look out and do
see
your.
If there's a limo.
Exactly.
Look for the SUV.
Now,
yeah.
Exactly. So in the front there's a Lincoln Navigator, and in the back there's a town car.
Shit.
So I'm like, I got to go Navigator. So I'm
because
waiting.
the windows were all tinted out on the Navigator.
It looked like
like
a car that talent would be getting into.
Town car.
So, so I'm waiting in the front.
Yeah, so he goes outside the building and waits in the front, and Travis and me pick strategic locations. I decided to wait further away because I have a more distinct hairdo, so they'd recognize me from upstairs.
I was waiting about 15 feet from Danny, looking at the elevators in case we saw him coming. So
now,
were
you in the building or no?
No, out of the building.
Why?
Because that's still technically
if you're waiting by the elevators,
property.
It's kind of odd.
Yeah.
So you're looking in at the elevator bank from the doorways.
It's more plausible for just a fan to be waiting.
Yeah, I figured
outside.
I had a better chance if I was just some dude on the street or whatever.
And the hilarious thing was I'm sitting like way down towards the end of the block, and I look, and Travis is 6 feet while Danny's trying to look casual, but he's got the,
you're holding a flying V in the middle of the street.
He's holding a guitar.
Danny's leaning on the building.
Yeah, he's got all the butterflies in his stomach and everything. Travis is 6 feet away from him with the iPhone right in his face,
well, I'll tell you
videoing it.
I'll tell you why I had, but it wasn't so much about like, oh my God, I'm Dave Mustaine. Like, I'm not that huge of a fanboy where I'm going to be like shitting my pants about it. But my big concern was that the talent lady or the talent person or whatever it was going to come down with him
and give you shit.
And either give me shit or I just saw myself getting in trouble for this somehow.
So then
for being a fan, asking a guy to sign a guitar when you're an employee.
That's ridiculous.
Well, you know what? I don't pull that card a whole bunch, but if it's someone like I really, really, really give a fuck about, and it's once in a while, it's not all the time, so it's not like I abuse it or anything, but
I wonder if the manager or whatever made a decision, maybe they said that earlier, because this guy wouldn't have 50 guitars, maybe, but I wonder if the people said to him, look, this guy's an employee. But we didn't have him on the show, too. That made
there wasn't even 50
harder.
people waiting for Mustaine. He's not signing guitars all morning.
And so we were outside for probably 10 minutes, just kind of waiting, and then there were like other employees coming out like from the building that knew Danny and recognized Danny.
Just sees him with the guitar.
Just standing here waiting. And so all of a sudden, I look, and they're looking, Danny and Travis are looking in the glass at the elevator bank, and Travis gives me the sign pointing because Mustaine is going.
He's going out the back way, which I wasn't prepared for.
He's town car.
Now,
Town car.
we can either keep going with this story, or if you want to watch the video of what happened, I just emailed it to Danny.
You know what? I think video would be a nice way to narrate it.
Yeah, yeah,
'Cause
it
nothing
would be.
tells the story
I would like to see
like 1920s footage.
how awful.
So now we're trying to
how awful
figure
this
out,
is.
well, should we just give up or should we try to go get him?
Oh,
And
oh.
they didn't give up.
No,
There is no quit in Danny Ross.
Oh,
Thank God.
quit.
Thank God. I think Sam wants his friend to
here we
see.
go.
No,
Exactly.
no,
All right, video starts with what looks like Danny ready to run.
This is the
Danny's running through the building with a guitar, trying to do
running through the
run
lobby.
walk.
Well, yeah, I don't want to.
wait, watch this.
I don't want to like.
Whoa, he sees him.
Oh, look at you running now.
I don't want to run full steam at some guy. You know?
And,
He's just getting into the car.
Oh shit!
As I'm getting to the revolving doors, and I'm like, what am I gonna do?
Why didn't you run out and just hold it up and say, could he sign it?
The guy had a leg in the vehicle.
I wouldn't care if his fucking vehicle was
that was
overturned.
it.
he literally,
my
Danny
God.
ran. He started jogging across the lobby, and then he did a quick walk, and then he realized, oh shit, he's outside already.
And then
so
he's
he
in the
runs fast-paced to the door until he has his hand on the revolving door when he realizes he's in the vehicle,
Oh.
and his
but
head
you
just
still
turns
had time.
around.
Danny,
That's
you should have
weird,
went
man.
outside.
You should have went right
with
up
your
to the
marker
car.
You
and
had
you said,
time.
Dave, would you?
You had time.
he
Yeah,
might
Look,
have said-
you see right there, I'm in the same picture with Dave Mustaine. See, so I ended up getting
Where is he?
Which one is he?
He's right there.
If all that after
all right.
all you went through, you're feet away from
Yeah,
him.
you should have
went
You
right up
should've
to the
went up to
car.
the car and gone, Dave,
And let the car
could you
just pull
sign
away
this,
as you're on
man?
the curb.
I know. You know what? I didn't want to
Yeah.
bug the guy. He was in the
Face
car.
full of rubber smoke.
He was in the car.
I'm annoyed for Danny, though, as a fan. That's
I know.
fucking horrible.
No kidding, man.
And then the guitar's still sitting in the office because
Well, because I didn't want to, 20 minutes later, have to walk back to Sam Ash going, it didn't work out.
because he told the salesman that he was going to get it signed by Dave Mustaine, and he would have had to go back to Sam Ash and
Oh, that
say,
fucking
I didn't get it
sucks.
signed.
So now you just return the guitar.
Yeah,
Fuck it.
and whatever. It's-
bring
But
it back.
you should have got a picture first,
That
though.
should
I
be
would have got
easy.
the picture first because you always get the picture.
Well, I just
and then
figured
from
that
there,
See what else you can get done.
you know,
Jimmy's a pro, though.
yeah, because you know what, I wouldn't care what talents. I mean, like it's hard not to care talents.
I
wouldn't
mean,
care.
you have a lot more pull than I would, So I just feel like that's not something I would.
You don't want to get in trouble. All right,
Yeah.
fair enough. But that kind of bugs me that no one went to bat for him and said, "Look, this guy's an employee."
They
He's a-
should have made it easy for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can do.
There should have been
That
a
is
private
bullshit.
5-second thing with you and Dave Mustaine.
The only thing I told Danny that I would be able to understand is if contractually he is not allowed to sign.
that might be a position where, like, a lot of times players are not allowed to sign other stuff, so he might only be able to sign stuff.
That's a fuck of a contract.
Yeah,
man.
it's fuck you.
But-
Jesus Christ, would you work here?
In a case like this, what the guy should do, what should happen is if he signs a guitar that's not his personal, he should be able to force to personalize it, like to Danny from Dave Mustaine. That way you can't
Yeah,
sell
which
it.
I wouldn't have minded whatsoever.
That would have been
Hey,
cool.
it would have been cool.
Wow.
Travis and me tried our
tragic,
best to
man.
help.
Oh,
I
you
guess-
did.
I felt really
I'm
bad.
sure.
Yeah, I did,
Yeah,
too.
yeah. I'm sure you felt really
I
bad.
do feel bad for-
laughing as he's running down the hallway. but the revolving
But in all
door.
fairness, Danny gave up way too soon.
I agree.
You still had an opportunity. It was
Yeah,
pretty
he really
obvious.
did.
But
that car
again-
wasn't going to pull away right away.
True, but at the same
They
time,
had to get their seatbelts on and
Knocking
everything.
on the car door. Get out of the car!
No, you don't knock, but
Jerry.
you walk up to the car with the guitar raised, and he might lower the window and do the right
and
thing,
trust me,
or
like, that was in my head too. But at the same time,
It's an ESP. Hit the gas.
or he might have said, "Look, I don't sign that particular guitar," and then you could have said something like, "Well, can I at least get a picture?" or
what
something?
was completely outweighing that logic was
wasn't like
you
it-
are going to so get in trouble for this. Like if you're harassing Dave Mustaine
right.
in the vehicle,
what?
you are going
you know what?
to
Yeah,
get in trouble.
everyone's brainwashed like that around here. You're
Yeah.
right. You're right.
If you're the guy that does that to every celebrity that walks through, then I would sort of understand.
I'm
But
sorry.
if it's
E-Rock?
once in a while, then you can't get in
Yeah.
trouble for that. It,
And on
it
that-
comes with the
On
territory
that note,
being here among celebrities every day.
I just got to say and reiterate how awesome Slash was.
yeah, right.
Slash has no problem.
He was really
Slash
really
fucking
cool.
sign that motherfucker
it wasn't
right away.
Slash took 5 minutes and drew on Danny's guitar.
I know, yeah,
Yeah.
he really did.
Slash fucking, by the way, Slash Duff and fucking Adler were all the Guns guys were
Some
great,
of the coolest
Yeah,
guys.
very
man. Really
cool.
nice dudes, man.
Down to
Yeah.
earth, great guys.
For and just for musicians that have been in the business for as long as they have and just seen everything and met everyone.
Yeah, to be
like
that
just to
cool.
be that cool still.
Yep.
So this was not a case of Mustaine
No.
being an asshole at all.
No. I don't know
He
where it
probably
came from,
never said
but
no. This was
no.
probably his fucking manager. That's why when a lot of acts or say people say no, it has nothing to do with our show. It's their publicist or their shit management. You know,
Yeah.
it's some
It's
fucking
not the
asshole
fucking
above
guy.
them.
Exactly.
Plus,
fuckers.
you got to think Danny gave up too early, because how great would it have been if he had kept running and we would have been able to video him running all the way to the car as the car just zooms away.
If that car pulled away the second you got there, just him standing at the curb with the guitar in that smoke of the car leaving.
Or what's better is if the door stayed open and he ran and tripped and scraped the guitar, and then the car went away and broke a couple of fingers.
Fell on the guitar.
You should have been in the car waiting for him. Or pull a Sandra Bernhardt and jump in the car.
Yeah, jump in. Jerry.
If anybody wants to buy an LTD,
That
almost signed by.
never been played.
That guitar has a story now.
Is he doing a gig in town tonight or no?
You know what? I don't know. I think he might be doing a book signing or something.
Say you walk up without a book signing, I bet he signs it.
Kevin would just be like, no. And Travis will be there videoing him.
There'll be a manager online going, no, he's not signing
guaranteed
that.
no. At a book signing, they won't sign. And I almost understand it because they have people would just bring boxes of paraphernalia. Like a lot of guys won't sign non-books.
There's boxes, and then there's a guitar.
Right, exactly.
That's what I say.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Be
You should allow
fucking
your
cool.
fans to bring something to fucking sign.
Be fucking cool.
They're obviously already putting a lot of money in their pocket.
Speaking of signing,
That's true.
We do have Ving Rhames in today, right?
Yes.
I did not bring anything. I left the house in a tizzy
Well,
this
I
morning.
have them buying me a Pulp Fiction. So
Where are they?
they don't. It's not open yet.
Wow,
Talk
what?
To
When?
Kenny. Tell Kenny what you want.
I want Pulp Fiction, and I want Dawn of the Dead, right, Danny?
Yes.
I want Dawn of
Yes.
the Dead. Yeah.
The-
I got
yeah, the
money,
remake.
Kenny. I have
Not
money.
the 1978.
Kenny will take care of it.
Not the 78, no. If they bring back the 1978 Dawn of the Dead, I'm going to shoot somebody, I swear
Yeah.
to God.
And
I want
Bring
good
back the
Dawn of the
78.
Dead.
Poor fucking day. I feel very bad for
That's terrible.
Dude, as a
You know,
fan, the whole
I
time
was-
my stomach is turning. I'm like, I know this.
This isn't going to end well.
His mistake, though, was I would have got the picture out. And I don't know whether to be annoyed at
But
talent
he's holding the guitar. If he took a picture, what is he going to hand fucking Travis the guitar or Sam or
just say I wanted to take a picture with the guitar.
with the guitar? I
make
don't
believe
know.
you're playing.
And then,
Yeah.
later on- and then
Mistake.
after the picture, you come up again and be second time annoying guy
Downstairs.
and go, "Hi, remember me? We just took a picture. Could you sign this?"
Now, wait.
Then you just become ugh.
Is talent more or less maybe had to do that because if the management said, look, he's not signing, they're kind of representing the company and they have to go, this is our, this is what these people said.
Yeah.
The talent really can't do much about that.
Right.
So that's a case of just
It
the
was a
manager.
gamble.
Who knows?
Yeah, I mean, that's what it was. I figured,
That's
what,
a great story,
if
though.
it works out, great. If it doesn't, I mean, am I disappointed? Of course, but, what are you going to do?
You know what the fucked up thing is? You have the guitar. He's in the fucking building. It's a no-brainer. The guy should fucking sign the guitar.
And it's okay.
Fuck management. Fuck their
It should be
fucking
okay to
dumb
just
publicists.
ask to
It
sign the
should be.
guitar.
He's a human being walking out of a place. You go, could you sign this? Yeah, here. And then it's done. It's like, why do they make things so fucking complicated?
Because they're fucking assholes. That's what
justifying
management.
their jobs.
Because a lot of times managers and agents are fucking assholes.
Earned my 10% today by telling Danny Ross he can't get his guitar signed. I sure earned my keep. Fuck you.
They think that their part of their appeal is the closeness they have with the artist,
Right.
that other people don't.
that they can make decisions for him.
There is a weird thing that certain
it
people
is.
close to artists like to keep other people away.
Yes,
And
I
it's
see the way you act in
enraging.
front of me. Shut up.
What? I don't like to keep people away from you at all. I want people to be closer to you.
Thank you, Jimmy.
It's called an intervention. But it makes me so angry, shit like that, man. Especially you're in the building. The guy's doing fucking an hour of interviews up here.
Yeah, we're doing him a favor. Trust me.
And like,
doing
it's
him
not
a
like
favor.
it's not like I'm sitting there with like 3 of them and I'm gonna
All
flip
right.
2 of them on eBay
Well,
or
that
something.
sucks.
Like, it's just
That's a great
it's gonna
story,
sit
though.
in my living room and I'm gonna look at it and smile.
All right,
That's bullshit.
there you go for Danny. Opie and Anthony.
Yeah.
As we were going to break, got some news. Glad SiriusXM is taking care of the very important issues that face us every day here, Anthony.
Yeah, I know. Thank God.
I was talking about Pop-Tarts.
Yep.
So I was thinking, you know what? Today's the day where I need some nice toasted Pop-Tarts.
Yummy.
I go brown sugar cinnamon, Anthony, without the frosting.
Wonderful.
That's my Pop-Tart of choice. Everyone has their Pop-Tart of choice. And I was informed by Kenny, who usually does these ridiculous tasks for the show, that I can't have any toasted Pop-Tarts anymore.
Now, what is the problem with toasted Pop-Tart?
I've been having toasted Pop-Tarts. We've been in this building, well over a year now, I guess. Year and 3 months, maybe, something like that.
Are you afraid? Are they afraid the talent might burn their tongues and not be able to broadcast? Is that what it is? It's got to be something reasonable.
Steve, what is going on with my toasted Pop-Tarts?
I was informed last week by our head of security for the company that the toaster oven that we have in place in the hall that toasts your Pop-Tarts is a fire hazard and can't be plugged in there anymore.
Fire hazard.
People think way too fucking hard.
Do these buildings catch on fire at all anymore?
Well, how about this?
Glass building.
The odd chance that it starts a fire, first of all, how hard of a fire is that to put out?
Yeah.
What? All of a sudden, toasted Pop-Tarts is going to set the whole building ablaze?
That's it. Leave. Let it just catch everything.
People have to just do shit to justify their jobs.
That's what
We've
I'm
been
thinking.
toasting Pop-Tarts here for 15 months with not one issue. I don't even think we had a little smoke coming from the toaster, and where maybe a piece of the Pop-Tart broke off. And you know how that burns up at the bottom of the toaster?
Like crazy.
I don't even think we had that incident in 15 fucking months.
Because everything smelled delicious.
So what, we had to get rid of our toaster?
Well, it's not gotten rid of. It's just in the office now, not plugged in and not functional.
Well, you might as well throw it out the fucking window. What good is it if we can't plug it in?
That could hurt somebody.
What is this place doing?
The Pop-Tart toaster.
Can I make this announcement again? We have the easiest fucking jobs in the world. Stop trying to make them harder. This is the easiest fucking job. Stop trying to make it so fucking complicated. Yesterday, Jimmy wants a little Wi-Fi. It turns out there's a whole fucking thing that they do with their Wi-Fi here.
Right, which may be fixed now. We'll see.
Maybe fixed. Maybe that one will be fixed.
I want to know workplace toaster fire stats because it can't really be that high.
There actually was a fire in right. It was actually within 2 blocks of here. It was in 1977. And somebody was taking a bath and they plugged in their toaster and there was a fire.
Yes, I remember that. Tragic.
You know how ridiculous that is that we can't toast Pop-Tarts in the morning now to make our jobs just a little easier?
And the delicious wafting smell of a toasted Pop-Tart fills the room with joy.
It just makes everyone a little happier.
Yes!
A little happier.
I'll see if there's an alternate location that we can plug said toaster into.
Where's the asbestos room?
You know what? Follow this through.
Mesothelioma suite that we can plug this fucking thing in.
I think what happens in workplaces, you hire people, and then they realize their job means nothing.
Yeah.
So then they have to justify their job. You know someone like this at your workplace.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden all they do is walk around looking for something that could maybe be a problem one time in the next 100 years.
You think he jotted down on his log sheet? Got rid of toaster fire hazard at 8:05.
Probably.
Made sure that
Probably.
Unbelievable.
Usually these things, given who told me this and given how often he's seen the thing, probably somebody else complained.
Oh, guaranteed.
And that's why he
Yeah,
had
who
to
was
say
the
it.
douchebag that complained? That's what I would like to know.
Again, as it is with corporations, and this is all of them, nobody just says anything. They
Right.
snivel. We've been trained as a country to be worms. Like, everyone goes behind each other's back. Here, they have a toaster plugged in. Could you go talk to them?
Yeah, right.
It's just a culture of worms.
Find out who complained about our
You'll never
lousy,
find out,
stupid
dude.
I don't think I'll find
toaster.
out.
You'll never find out.
The guy who told me it was a fire hazard has never ever.
It's not
ever
a
been.
fire hazard. It's a toaster.
It ain't security. He don't care.
Yeah.
Believe me. He doesn't give a
How,
fuck.
tell me how that's a fire hazard.
I have
tell
no
me.
idea.
A toaster in 2010 is not going to fucking start a fire.
You could burn
just
the
isn't.
fuck out of the Pop-Tart, and guess what? It's not going to start a fire on this floor. Might get a little smoky
A
for a couple
circuit breaker
seconds.
would blow. It might get smoky. Yeah, it's not going to burst into flames. What the fuck is it? An old cloth cord from 1950?
Right.
That's going to short
Well,
circuit?
then you
No.
get assholes like this. Go ahead, Paul. Go ahead. Make your
What did I
stupid
do?
point.
I find it funny that I have to work on a roof in 100-degree weather, and your job's hard when you can't toast a Pop-Tart.
Hey, asshole! I said we have the easiest jobs in the world. Did you hear that
Did
part?
you hear that part?
I said,
I love you.
all right.
Fall off the roof. Fall off the roof!
Thank you, Anthony, for sticking up for me for once. I really appreciate it. It's kind of nice to be on the same team again. Thank
My
you.
God.
No, I'm talking about we all deal with this shit.
Yeah.
corporations and how they're ruining your easy fucking job.
Man!
Don't make us do the whole bit and all the stuff you're not allowed to do in your goddamn cubicles anymore.
Yeah. Bullshit.
All we want is a tasty Pop-Tart every once in a while, and someone had to find a problem with that. Do you get it?
Do you know how
you
nice
got that
it
at your
is
workplace?
Just have a Pop-Tart.
How is that a problem? I would love that for the guy to come in here and explain that to me. Would he? And I like the guy. I think I know which one it is.
Maybe he's got fucking some kind of in at the Pop-Tart store going into Times Square and doesn't want you fucking scabbing out your own Pop-Tarts here.
Is that today?
You got to go down there and get your own fucking Pop-Tart.
Today's Tuesday.
Meaning today, Tuesday, or next Tuesday? Oh, I'm sorry, Jimmy.
Is it
I
opening
apologize.
up today?
The Pop-Tart store
Pop-Tart
opens
store?
today.
Where is it exactly? I'm going to get a Pop-Tart.
42nd and 7th.
Question is, what
that.
time does it open, though, Ant? That is the question.
Yes, it is.
You get a selection of Pop-Tarts.
Because I want one, too.
I want, a selection. And
Oh, by the way,
Ann,
Ann, they sell Pop-Tarts, thank you, in the vending machine. Guess what? You have to toast Pop-Tarts.
Yeah,
they're
taste a little
shitty if you eat them
cardboardy if you don't
right out of the
toast them.
package.
Yes.
I don't think they're fully cooked.
No, you got to finish the cooking process of the tart.
Pop-Tarts are wonderful.
Well, we're not allowed to have them anymore,
They
Jimmy.
pop.
They're a fire
tarts.
hazard. You don't know that?
So now they're just tarts because they pop out of the toaster.
Right.
So they're just saying you can only have a tart.
Right.
No popping involved.
Right. Pop-Tarts.
Pop-Tart.
And you sell them
You
here.
pop it in the fucking
I think I got a
toaster.
lawsuit.
I think you do.
I really do. I think I got some kind of workplace lawsuit.
But do you understand this is why? It's like little things like this. Now, I don't want to take it out of context here. But this is why people go ballistic. It's not Pop-Tarts or Dave Mustaine. It's
the ridiculousness of the workplace.
Workplace. I hate that term.
Workplace.
But the work environment has become such a fucking culture of no, you can't do that. You're going to get in trouble.
Right.
It's fucking
yeah.
Any individuality, anything that you're just going to do for yourself is frowned upon.
Not allowed.
Thank you. That's why I want to bring this up. I
Be
don't
part
give,
of the collective.
Guess what? I'll survive without a fucking Pop-Tart, but it's a bigger issue. I've been watching this shit happen in radio for a long fucking time, and it's getting completely ridiculous that now they're taking toasters out of a lousy glass office, by the way.
Yeah. It's glass.
A glass fucking office because someone feels like they got to justify their job. It's not a fire hazard. I don't agree with that in the workplace.
I don't agree with that in the workplace.
Right,
Yeah. Little
Thank you,
wanky
Jimmy.
claw.
Thank you.
Gervais.
It's
great.
all they're built on is saying no
And-
no.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you something.
Why are we trying to make each other so goddamn miserable? Most people's jobs, including ours, you could do in half the fucking time, okay? So people have a lot of time to kill at work, and now you make them miserable. That time with that killing of time, they would check their fucking Facebook, so you're not allowed to really check your Facebooks at work anymore. No. You would pinch a hiney of a broad walking by.
You know how many man hours are being lost? Man hours in the workplace?
No man hours are being lost. Most people could do their jobs in half the fucking time, but someone feels like, well, if I'm going to pay you such and such, you better be here from 9 to 5. Why, if the guy could do his job in 4 hours? Why does he have to be there from 9 to 5?
Find something else to do.
It's because everyone is emasculated, and the women too. Everybody has no power over anything. Everybody is a completely powerless nothing. So what they do is, in the little places they're allowed to exercise power, they do. The offices have become patrolled by a bunch of people who are traffic cops, wannabes. Like, they want to have
Safety
some kind of
patrol.
influence. Right. And they don't know when to say, yeah, it's all right. They never know when to say, you know what, that's all right.
You know what I ask all the time? I ask, is it good for the company?
Oh, very
That's what I ask.
That's the
Is
office.
it good for the company?
Not the office, no, right?
I mean,
Where is it?
Office space.
Even yesterday, like when I went out for that guitar, right, coming back in, the guy at the lobby, like the security guy, had to let me know that what I was carrying was considered freight, but he was going to give me a free pass this time.
What a guy.
A guitar?
Isn't he a great guy? Because he needed to be able to exercise that power because that's the only power that he has.
Remember,
so he had to exercise it.
Remember our old building? If you're walking out with a big box of your own fucking stuff, that was a major problem.
Freight,
and they wouldn't allow you to walk past the fucking security guy with a box of your own shit.
Got to be the freight elevator.
That is why people, like, again, we're getting to this flight attendant, but it's like what happens is you just so much. That's what happens. A lot of people snap with a gun. A lot of people don't snap violently. They just yell and scream and walk out. you get told no constantly by people who really love telling you no, and they won't admit they love telling you no because they're just fucking pussies.
Yeah.
It's so irritating. So I know when someone's telling me no because they have to, and when they're enjoying it, and when
Sure.
they want it. You know
Most
the
of the
difference.
time they do it because they're enjoying it. They're on a little power trip. But can't post Pop-Tarts. It's
Like that guy, like he didn't have to say it. Like if he was going to let me through, he just didn't even have to say it. He could have just let me through.
Exactly.
But he had to let me know.
He's doing you a favor, Danny.
Sure. Now you owe him something.
Yeah, he let you through, so he doesn't have to say anything. He just could have just let you through, but he had to say, by the way, that's considered freight, but I'm going to be a
God
good
forbid
guy.
you forget your security badge around here.
Bad news.
I look at the guy, I'm like, you see me every fucking day. Obviously,
Those guys in the morning are the worst.
Obviously, it's 5 in the morning. No one's thinking straight. I forgot my badge at home. And you have to go through this whole thing. They got to sign you in, and it's unbelievable.
I just say good morning, and then I beep my badge, and I walk
No, I'm saying
through.
if you forget your badge.
Oh! Ooh.
Don't forget your badge.
No, it's always on my bag.
You'll be late for the show because it takes a good 15 or 20 minutes to get in the system, even though they see you every fucking day.
Oh, fuck that.
Instead of just saying, okay, I see you every day, obviously, you're not fired, you just forgot your badge at home, no
Take
problem,
care
make
of
sure
it.
you have it tomorrow. That's the end of conversation.
Never.
Where's Kenny? I want to know more about the toaster. Kenny's a security guy. I want to see what this is all about. Kenny, please speak freely because we're asking you
Kenny,
to
there's
for
a
the radio
great
show.
toaster controversy going on.
Yeah, what do you know about
What do you
this?
know? What's the word on the street? What's the word in the fucking lunchroom?
I only have secondhand information because I was told by the executive producer the toaster dilemma.
Yeah, let it be known that he gets half his shit wrong. So,
Well, where is he? Did Steve talk on the air yet or no?
yeah, yeah, he did, Jimmy.
How funny is that? Jimmy doesn't even know. He was right next to you talking about the toaster thing.
5 minutes ago.
He couldn't have been more than 2 feet away from you.
I'm
He was
sorry.
Oh my God.
Dude, I really...
That is fantastic, though, because what he said was that unimportant.
I don't know why, but I feel rage, and I felt rage since Danny started talking about his situation. Like, I'm so fucking angry, and none of this affects me. I'm reading this thing about Islam. It's none of my fucking business.
Yeah.
I don't deal with these savages fucking beating and shooting women in the head for being pregnant. I'm not. I didn't get shot down for a fucking thing, but I'm
Enraged.
so angry at it.
All right, hold on.
I hear you.
The phones are lit. Kenny's standing by. Matt in Ohio. I don't want to lose Matt's thought on this. Go ahead, Matt.
Hey guys, I just wanted to agree with Jimmy when he said we live in a world of worms, or whatever he said, or offices are full of worms. It's like that Glenn Ross quote. I think it was Al Pacino said,
I can't see over my desk.
"We're not in the world of men."
What did he say?
Yeah, what's the
Ricky Roma.
So we are not in the world of men. And I see that all the time. I work in a little office, and people bitch to me about stuff. It's like, well, you're 2 doors down from this guy that's pissing you off. Just go down there and be a man about it.
Be a man. Say something.
They have made the workplace just a miserable fucking place to go every day.
Just a bunch of complainers and whiners, people who are offended, who like to say no, people who aren't getting fucked properly at home.
Yep.
That's what the problem with a lot of women in the workplace is. Not all of them, but a lot of women at the workplace would probably be a lot nicer if they got fucked properly when they got home.
Absolutely.
But they're not getting fucked properly.
I would love to know the odds of a toaster actually catching fire to a point, even to the point where it would be a major problem.
I actually know the
I
odds.
would love to fucking know.
1 in 2,408,000.
You know
Great
what
line, but I bet you it's close to that, Jimmy. I bet you it's close to that.
You know what the problem is, though, about being a man and walking down the hall and confronting somebody? It's not that world anymore. You're dealing with a collective. If you approach somebody, they will pass the buck and say, well, it's this policy and that. And then it gets blown off to some fucking spiritual upstairs collective of
douchebags.
Board that you can't talk to. There's no one person to talk to anymore.
Right.
They say it's policy. Well, who made the policy? Can I talk to them? No, they're not even here. They don't. And then, like Danny said, he just wrote that down. If you do say something, then you're considered difficult. You can't approach a person anymore and say, look, you have a problem with this. I have a problem with what you're saying. Let's fucking talk it out.
They've made it so that you're not allowed to disagree.
No, you can't.
You're not allowed to.
It's whatever it is.
You think we're considered difficult?
Yes. And it's not even just here. Believe me, I'm not just putting this on us.
No.
And serious. This is everywhere.
That's why
everyone works.
That's why I like bringing this shit up.
Yeah.
In the end, I don't give a shit if I don't get a fucking toasted Pop-Tart. Trust me, I don't care.
Yeah, whatever.
But it just amazes me that someone had to go out of their fucking way to take our toaster away. Instead of what you do as a real man, you walk by and maybe go, hey, I noticed you guys got a toaster in your office. Just be careful with that. Oh, yeah, no problem. That's how it used to work, remember?
Yeah.
And you'd acknowledge, like, okay, yeah, I see you have a job to do. No problem. And that's it. That's the end of it.
I was just thinking when you were saying that. When you said that's how it used to work. All I thought was until the fire.
Until the fire. Did we cause a fire once?
Until the fire. That would be great.
It doesn't work that way anymore because they all
right
died in a
up
fire.
Fire.
Let me say hi to Pete in Florida. Pete.
Jimmy.
Hey, good morning, guys.
Hey.
Absolutely fucking people. My boss won't even let me have a damn small 4-cup fucking coffee maker in my cubicle because it takes up too much power.
Yeah.
Much power.
This is the shit that's going on.
Fuck
I'm
you
so
running.
glad this came up today. But
Too much power.
and that just makes you a little more miserable every day. You know what I mean?
You can make coffee if you have power.
I think we had a too much power thing too, because like for some reason I guess like Monster Energy like sponsors Steve because they give him like T-shirts and
they
like
give him
cases.
those they give him the shitty DVDs from A&E.
Wait, are you sure it's Monster or put out? No.
So there's this mini fridge that's just sitting there unplugged because he's not allowed to plug it in.
That's what I put my lunch in.
I can't plug it in.
As much as it's fun to beat the shit out of Steve, why can't he plug his
a fridge?
Exactly. Why can't he make some money on the side that no one else knows about and he plug it in?
Why can't he plug his fridge in?
I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me. Like 300 radio stations broadcast out of this facility,
Right.
but there's not enough electricity for his.
You know
his
they
mini
pump
fridge.
AC into this dumb studio for 10 hours and no one's even in here? We got to turn up the heat just to get the temperature right every morning?
Shitting a
Don't even
refrigerator?
get on the air conditioning. We got some damn bitch that sits next to me in the next cube. It's too cold. Sorry, it's not like 8,000 freaking degrees. All right, guys, punching out.
All right, man.
Yeah, it's just amazing what is oh, here, listen to this one. Mikey, go ahead, Mikey.
Mike?
What's up, fellas?
Hey, brother.
The latest thing that will make you nuts is I work for a company. We make deliveries with trucks, so GPSs have been installed in all the trucks.
Yeah.
One of the owners now, his job now is to sit in his office on a computer screen and say, this guy's taking too long to get here, he stopped here too long, why is he still here? Because all the names, the guys' names with the truck, how fast they're going, where they stopped, everything is on his computer screen, and now that is his full-time job to just
You know what,
fuck all
though?
the drivers.
I can't even fucking get against that's as far something with insurance and fucking.
What do you mean insurance?
It's their company, and
If
they
the
don't
guy-
want accidents happening.
But if the guy is fucking no,
don't want lawsuits.
you're thinking like a lawyer. This is what lawyers do. If the guy is a
50
reckless
years without
employee,
it,
you just
yeah.
get rid of him.
He wants more
you don't
efficiency.
monitor. You don't monitor the guys every fucking move.
No, he wants more efficiency out of his employees. That's why that guy's doing that, right, sir?
Yeah, but the problem is they survived, companies have survived forever without this. And you know
Exactly.
what? When you listen to the guy sitting in his office, it's a personal thing. Why is he stopping? He doesn't give a shit about any of the insurance.
that shit is bullshit. But if he sees that you're doing fucking 85 miles an hour in the company truck, that's probably a problem.
And believe me, not to be fucking Billy Boss worshiper.
You know what?
But if you're an employee,
you guys are missing the point. I think.
How?
Go ahead.
If you're an employer, you have the right to know if you got a delivery guy, where he is,
right,
and how he's making his deliveries.
There's lines.
It's always put into place, seeming like they're doing the right thing, but I guarantee this fucking asshole is beating the shit out of him because he's 3 miles over the speed limit.
I don't doubt it.
And stopped
You're
at
right.
a fucking Dunkin' Donuts to get a cup of coffee. Why'd you stop at fucking Dunkin'
There's
Donuts?
a line, though. There's a line between.
But that's the problem. Is what I want to get into. They always take it too fucking
Too far.
far.
You're right.
Right.
But there is a line.
I understand why they would put something like this in place.
Yeah.
Sorry, and
There is a line, though. No, that all right, this is okay, this isn't. You don't just wipe everything out.
Right.
Nothing's okay. That's our company policy.
We're dealing with the same thing with the fucking toaster.
Stupid toaster, exactly. If we had a fucking flamethrower in there,
right,
I can understand them having a problem.
Right.
It's a toaster.
On paper, I say, well, all right, you got to make sure there's no fire hazards around the fucking workplace, of course. But we're talking about a fucking toaster that toasts Pop-Tarts.
Was it under kindling
like you got
wood?
a new bit with that flamethrower with the Pop-Tart, you know.
Yeah.
What's that, sir?
You sound like
I heard you.
My
Can't believe you walked into that.
My point is that a lot of this stuff is put in place with good intentions. I get that. I get why employers do that, but then you got the douchebags that are running the new technology that have to do the power trip thing that you mentioned, Jimmy. Yep.
Drives me
and take
nuts.
it way too fucking far. This guy got written up because he had the wrong shoes at work. How do you get written up for not having the right shoes?
Exactly. Neil Armstrong, you're on the air.
All right, that would be plausible.
Steve in Vegas. Steve.
I had the wrong shoes. They didn't match my purse.
I'm not allowed to wear high heels.
Yes, I was wearing the wrong colored shoes after Labor Day. Labor Day has nothing to do with me. I put forth no labor, although I look like I'm going into it.
Steve in Vegas.
Sorry, Steve.
Jesus. What did he do to you?
A lot of labor jokes.
You got lazy, fat, and gay all in one fucking swap.
Steve, go ahead.
All right. I've been working for this company for about 2 years. I'm a good employee. I was in a rush one day. I left the house wearing the wrong kind of shoes. I got to work. I had, just like an office space, 4 managers come up to me, tell me what I did wrong, and at the end of the day, I had a write-up waiting for me.
Now, why did you forget your
TPS
shoes?
reports.
And what do you do where the shoes matter?
I'm a bartender. I was just in a rush that morning. I accidentally put on my sneakers as opposed to my work shoes.
And
Flanagan.
so who cares? And it's one of those. It's one of those fucking things that obviously it happens, but you know.
Who cares?
But the guys had to go out of their way to bust your.
Is someone going to sit at that bar and look at your sneakers and get up and go, I'm not drinking here?
No, we look at cleavage.
No.
Do you have nice cleavage?
Yeah, what are you doing tending bar anyway? There should be a hot girl. Fuck you and your cock.
Do you bartend at a gay bar?
No, if I did, I'd be making much more money, though.
Oh, sexy.
Funny now.
All right, brother. Let's go to Steve in Jersey. Steve.
Yeah. Hey, how you doing?
Oh, and we got a Mythbusters thing coming up. This is a good topic right now. Let's keep with this. Steve, go.
Yeah, I got a boss at a company where I used to work who created all the policies, a small company, and then he would quote when, for instance, you had to take your vacation day as a week, not individual days, and I'd say, well, why? Oh, it's company policy. I said, you are the company. You created the policy.
You can change
you're
this.
the company.
Nope, it's company policy.
Is there anything worse than hearing, I'm sorry, that's company policy? And that's that vague thing you were talking about, Anthony.
There's no, you can't confront company policy.
Right.
It's because the guy who made it doesn't want to have a discussion. It's like,
No.
because most of them
it's
are
company
dummies.
policy.
Most of them are dummies.
Yep.
They're not, when their logic is terrible. So if you sit down with them and you go, what about this and this? And you don't even have to yell at them. They fall apart because
Right.
they're morons.
Right. Right.
And instead of being made to look stupid, they just go, it's company policy.
Company policy unfucking negotiable.
Now we're going to get back to our toaster, but first Eric has a little Mythbusters observation.
Ooh.
Eric in Georgia.
Hey, good morning, guys. You guys are missing the point. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, damn it.
Hey, I was
That
thinking
was a
about
horrible
this
just
thing,
kidding.
and I was watching Mythbusters this weekend, and they were out in the desert shooting a propane cylinder with a 30-06 and couldn't get a flame.
Yeah,
they couldn't get a flame.
And we can't toast
They
Pop-Tarts.
can't toast Pop-Tarts.
Because that's a fire hazard.
And when you want to stay online, of course, that doesn't get fixed. Anyone that was asking about the Wi-Fi update?
Yeah, yes.
What happens?
Boot it again.
Jimmy
They
got
just make everything
the
so
the new
fucking
codes to put in so he could stay on the network.
No new codes.
Oh, well, whatever it was.
Just they should have fixed something.
Yeah, they should have fixed something. And you got knocked off again, did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't I?
Let's go to Alex in Brooklyn. Alex.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Hey, Alex.
Yeah, I had a place I used to work at, and they used to be real Nazis about time. You get in the morning, and you have to walk straight to your desk. You couldn't even go to the kitchen and get any coffee. And, like, for example, when you had to go to the bathroom, we had this little application. We actually had to time your login. And actually, one time, I came into work with a really upset stomach, and I took a long time in the bathroom. My help desk manager actually came to me and was like, hey, spent a little bit of time there in the bathroom, you know, what was going on. He started answering about my fucking shit. So, you know, after a while, I was just like, fuck this place. I ended up quitting anyway.
They're even what kind of job was that? Where they're keeping track of how long you're in the bathroom?
In the toity.
He made German films.
Support job. I basically answered phone calls and helped people with their computers.
Yeah, there used to be a big problem if you walked into the bathroom at this other place I worked with a newspaper. They were fucking like, they'd look for you because they knew you were going to spend more time taking a shit if you had a newspaper. Because you're going to, you know, peruse the stories.
Right.
They want you in and out.
Right. Here, listen to what happened to this fucking guy. We're almost done, I guess. Ray in New York. Ray.
Yeah.
Oh, you could call me Ray. Right.
But you brought it up.
I know.
Okay.
I get mad at myself.
I know you're
right, Anthony. Shut up.
You didn't have to get mad there. You just didn't. If you didn't bring it up, you wouldn't be mad at yourself. It's very confusing.
I know.
Right.
I'm an idiot.
Right.
I was at work the other day, and my girlfriend just got into an accident. She texted me letting me know.
Is she okay?
Yeah, she was okay.
What happened? Where'd the whore hit?
She just got into a fender bender, and it was some black lady. She drove off, hit and run.
Oh, no.
So I was at work, and I called her. I was like making sure she was okay, and my boss sees me, and he just gives me this dirty look, and so then next day he calls me up to his office, and he's like, all right, you know, there's a no phone policy here. I'm gonna have to write you up, and yeah, I got written up. It was bullshit.
You told him your girlfriend had an accident?
What's that?
Did you tell him that your girlfriend got in an accident and he didn't care?
Yeah, I told him that, and
That's just horse shit.
I know.
That's just horse shit. As a boss, you realize, okay, obviously, you know, you want to make sure his fucking loved one wasn't beheaded in a goddamn car accident.
Extenuating
All right, well, Kenny, back to you, the toaster. What have you heard by secondhand information?
I have really nothing to add to the story.
All right.
But one side note.
Remember that thought.
That rules.
One side note, I was once told by a company executive not to stir things up on the air.
Stir things up.
It's our radio show.
Wait, someone told
you. This is why I can't work with those guys. They don't even understand how a radio show
Someone
works.
told you not to stir things up? Or on the... Did they say on the air?
Yes, on the air. They said, come see that executive, and they'll take care of things. Don't stir things up on the air.
People love this shit. So if you're fucking up and we bring it to everyone else's attention on our show, they love it.
Wow.
Because they can relate to that. That's mind-boggling.
It really is mind-boggling.
They actually told you not to stir shit up on the air.
Yes, and I'm a
about
good
stuff
company
that's going
man.
on around here.
I'm a good company man. I want my contract renewed in 2 months.
You're a good company man.
Yes.
You're a regular good man.
Yes.
Do you realize bringing up the toaster thing just gave us a half-hour radio, and then all these people out there are relating to the horseshit
Nah,
they
but you
deal
should
with?
take care of that behind the scenes.
Are you fucking kidding me? This is why I could just you don't have the skill set. Politely, I will say hi, thank you. Could you burn the latest fucking Silver Sun pickup CD for me? Thank you. Have a nice day. That's the relationship I want with you, because you guys don't get this.
I don't even know who you're talking about. And
I know exactly who he's talking about.
That's annoying. That someone would tell you how to behave on the air.
Don't stir shit.
Yeah,
shit up on the air.
No place.
It's about giving an interesting radio show.
How about we tell you how to act in your office? Don't sit there.
Well, don't be so harsh, Ed.
That's what I'm saying. Don't sit in that chair. Move it. Move your desk.
If we don't stir shit up on the air, we have no radio show.
Look at the phones. Everyone
They're lit.
deals with this shit at work.
They're lit.
Everyone deals with this.
They're lit.
Wow.
I know somebody.
If you're that sensitive, you shouldn't be working for this channel. Work for a music channel. They're not going to fucking beat you up for being someone that might not have a skill set for this type of fucking format.
I know somebody in a past life at another job that used to walk around the precinct with papers in their hands just to look like he was doing something.
Yeah, of course.
Was that called Kenny?
I don't know.
I don't know. Don't stir shit up. Don't stir shit up on the air.
That to me.
That is.
I don't know how to respond to that.
Yeah, no kidding. It's enraging.
It should be this: every little thing that you can stir up, bring to the air.
Why'd you?
That's the advice.
See, if you're that sensitive and insecure, you should have never agreed to work with the Opie and Anthony show.
Dude, I was only making a point.
Do you do your fucking research before you say yes to a job offer?
Ridiculous.
Look at the phones. Because we stirred shit up.
Because people,
you dumb
are
fucks,
constantly
you
dealing
dumb
with this.
fucks.
They're constantly dealing with this.
Just burn me illegal CDs. That's what you should be doing every fucking day.
Burn illegal CDs, not Pop-Tarts.
Leave the fucking creativity to us, you stupid fuck. That's how you respond to that, Jimmy. It's mind-boggling.
It really is irritating.
This shit is brought up because everyone... See, we're a show that relates to the people.
Exactly.
If it's happening to us, guess what? It's happening to other people out there, and they go, holy shit, my boss is an asshole, too.
We do relate to them. Why don't you put one of these little filthy peasants on the air and hear his story of trials? Let me hear his trifling life story. Go, boy.
Entertain me with your misery.
Yes.
See, look, works with an asshole at work. It's just people relating.
Oh, that's me. I just typed that in.
Oh.
Don't say that on the air.
I'm
Talk about it
sorry.
off the air,
Jesus.
quietly.
Wow. And what were you bringing up on the air?
This was like a very long time ago.
Oh, it's a long time. All right.
Yeah, they should have said talk better on the air.
They got to him, though. They got to him,
exactly.
see? And this is what ends up happening, too. They end up getting to you after a while.
Fucking mopey McGillicuddy.
And now he's nervous that if he says something, he could be in trouble. But it was a long time ago.
Yeah.
What did you stir up?
I mentioned something about, I can't remember.
Yeah.
Because there's so many issues day in and day out.
Fucking Kenny.
How about these idiots down the hall get my fucking toaster back? Prove your worth. I want fucking Pop-Tarts every morning.
Yeah. Don't shock they let us have a refrigerator.
No, it's not plugged in, remember? Oh, thank you. It's Kevin from Connecticut. You guys have been stirring shit up since 1996. Actually goes way before that even.
Yeah.
I think we started stirring up shit around 1995, and it's worked very well for us and the popularity of this radio show. You dopes.
Yeah.
Guess what?
Leave us alone.
Guess what? You work for the Opie and Anthony show. You're gonna get a beating every once in a while.
Yeah. Just
What? You're
happens.
gonna be the first one that doesn't get a beating? That ain't happening. I'd rather walk than fucking play by that stupid rule where we don't stir shit up on the air.
Talk to some of the veterans of this show, the ones we've left in our wake. That'll give you a little understanding of how easy you have it.
I love the guys we see that they make believe they don't even know us. We're like, dude, we worked together for 3 years.
Remember
we
all
barely
got
get a
thrown
nod
out-
now.
We all got thrown out the fucking door the same day.
Hey, I would argue it made someone's career much better.
Oh, yeah.
So don't be that bitter toward us.
The schedule is 8 o'clock are Ving Rhames DVD purchases, 8:30 Pop-Tarts.
All right, the Ving Rhames purchases come back first.
Don't put the DVDs in the toaster and have Ving sign Pop-Tarts. Be very angry.
Didn't we used to blow up fucking microwaves, Ant? Do you remember that? Sorry.
I had to look at Jimmy looking at me like, shut up, Anthony.
I loved it.
I know.
But when you brought up putting that into the toaster, it reminded me.
DVDs, yeah.
We used to see what we could put in a fucking microwave.
Microwave. You put a DVD in a microwave,
And
it
there
looks
wasn't-
intense.
And there wasn't one asshole boss or lawyer fucking going, don't do that, please.
It looks Star Trek.
It made great radio, and we didn't know if we were going to fucking blow ourselves up.
Yeah.
The shit we would put in
And the
there.
smell when you open the door, it was like an electric fucking
Right.
like a TV just blew up. Fantastic.
Steve,
Ooh, CD
now
and
I want to bust everyone's balls.
Yes. Bust my vagina.
Punch me in the chin, then.
I want.
Yeah.
I want you to talk to the babysitters and ask what's going on with the fucking toaster.
I've already sent out- yeah, okay.
Explain company policy, and also get a detailed explanation from the guy that told us we can't fucking have a toaster anymore.
I've already left a message and an email, but I'll keep calling.
And I don't want to hear company policy. I want someone to have balls enough to try to explain explain that to us in a way where we would understand.
So Steve, the iPad thing kicked me off again.
Did it really?
I'll let it go quiet. Let it go quiet. I'll let it go
No,
dead.
it was apparent. Is there a setting in your browser that times it out after 10 minutes?
Is there a setting
in my browser?
I didn't say that.
I'm just talking like fake Steve.
I know.
Where would the setting?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking you, because I don't have one of those.
It would be in settings.
I don't really think it's
go to your Safari.
Browser specific. Because everything I've ever tried to connect with on that network does the same
it just
thing.
does the same fucking thing.
I just
whether
told
it's
the
your
tech
phone,
guys,
tech guy.
I told the IT guys who took the restrictions off of the Wi-Fi that it crapped out again, and they said, see if he's got a setting in his browser that's turning it off after 10 minutes.
Okay.
All right, we'll figure that out.
He'll do it.
Just
try, unplug it and plug it back in.
Did you unplug it and plug it in?
Back in.
Did you check your modem? Did you unplug the modem and plug it back in? You got to wait 5 minutes, and I'll be on the phone the whole time. That's awkward, isn't it? How long is it going by? So how the weather there? Shut up. I don't want small talk with you.
Exactly.
I'm unplugging it and plugging it right back in because 5 minutes won't make a difference. I want to hurl this at your head.
You just sit there and count 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Because you already did it.
1,002, 1,003, 1,004. Yeah, I did it already.
The Pop-Tart people are standing by to hand out fucking Pop-Tarts. They just showed it on the news.
This is going to be a huge event.
Oh, my God.
Wow, 100-pack of CDs in a microwave? How fucking cool is that?
That's cool. I think we started this bit a long time ago.
That gotta be cool, though.
Hoo-hoo. But I think we were the first ones to do this shit.
Ever.
I really
back
do.
in 1968, we tried it.
What happens?
It just sparkles. It's the coolest
About
light show.
100 of them.
It's a great light show. Make sure you turn off all the lights in the room when you're doing this.
And don't do it if you can't have smoke in the room.
How come it's so slow, Dan?
YouTube is so bad lately.
Yeah, I don't know what's
It's-
going on
it's
with
the
that.
worst. Like, at first I thought it was just like the connection, but it's not. It's everywhere.
Are they
It's a lot
upgrading
of
their
people
server or something? Something's
everywhere.
going on with YouTube.
I mean, it's tough. I can't shit on them because I think there's some stat like more video gets uploaded to YouTube like every day than all like the programming on television in the last 40 years. It's like ridiculous.
Jesus Christ.
It's some astronomical figure like that.
Yeah.
I wonder if they come out with the tiers of YouTube, like some that are faster that you pay for and free.
Maybe that's where it's all headed.
There's so much useless shit on there, though. It's, at least kind of make it interesting. What
Holy
the fuck is going
man.
on?
Just hit fucking
How long?
start already
How
on
about
this
edit?
fucking thing.
How about you edit your fucking
Yeah,
videos so
idiot.
it's not 8 minutes long of just watching a
This is a
stack of
3-minute
DVDs?
video. This is a 30-second video tops. We're 2.5 minutes in and nothing's happening to the CDs.
Nothing has happened.
Maybe nothing does happen.
Maybe that's the gag.
Yeah.
I thought maybe the title would be like 100 CDs in the
Dude.
microwave.
It's
in
almost
the
a million views.
This fucking better explode or something.
Yeah, what the fuck? People are dumb.
This is great.
God, they're just dumb fucks.
I'm actually writing a show about this.
Did it get eight
would be better
episodes?
than
Then?
Nothing
Yeah, so far.
happens.
Yeah, nice.
Nothing happens.
All right, fuck it. I
Sorry,
don't even
guys.
want to know the ending of
Because
the
it
fucking
can't.
video.
I don't think it can arc very well in a stack. Yeah.
Anna's very smart.
I just don't think it can.
Teddy?
You can put metal in a microwave if it doesn't have anything to arc off of.